Good morning. Today we are on the second class. Uh, Today, first the topic which is deal with the sense of time. First, so about time, sense of time. Uh, there is a line about time. So what we want most, but we use words. This is a true and reality line about time. What we want most, but we use worse. And second thing is that you have to mind a line that wasted time cannot be recycled. You can recycle anything, but you cannot recycle time. What is gone, that is gone. Okay, so time, if you calculate in your day basis, what is the time? So you can divide it time into two parts. One is you are spending your time, and second is you are investing your time. Okay, if you are spending your time, spending means that is at you watching TVs, movies, addas with friends, lots of time outside the home, lots of time away from the reading, away from the study. All this, if you are spending your time, then uh, the return of that time will be zero, because you are spending something. When we spend our money, nothing left. If you have 100 rupees and you are spend the 100 rupees, then nothing will be left with you. So you are, when you are spending your time, the return will be zero. And but the theory is reverse in case of investing. If you are investing your time, like if you invest your study, if you invest in uh, to build something, invest in any training, or invest in any learning of anything, so these all are the investment of time, which have a return positively, because if you invest, then every investment has a return. Okay, now everyone says that I am an expert of a one thing. So how I learn the others? It is a simple theory. Okay, one job, take a new job, new work, or new training. Okay, 1 hour per day, daily, 1 hour per day, because practice or learn that material 1 hour per day. And if you continue this thing for 5 years, then you will be expert on that subject. So choose a new subject or new topic or new training, continue that type of study or training 1 hour per day. After a gap of 5 years, you will be expert on that subject. It is in theory. Okay, now the point of thinking, what we are think, we are in a closed brain. Okay, our thinking actually born, get birth from our family, our lower primary educations, our social systems. So there are so many locks in our brain. You have to open that type of locks to get recover from that situations. Okay, so be open minded. It is necessary to be an open minded. Okay, second, don't play your life safely. Don't play your life safely. And don't be overconfident. Confidence is good, but overconfidence may ruin your everything. Okay, so, and never jump at any choice without any thinking. Think first, then you can take a choice. After taking any choice, there will be no place for thinking. Okay, so now there is a test. You can take the test yourself. Okay, there is a test which is known as PMI test. Okay, so how do you choose any work? How do you choose any work? That is selected through the PMI test. What is PMI? PMI means what are the plus point, P, so what is the plus point of the job or the training. Then M, that is what is the minus or negative point of the job or the training. And third is the I. Is there any interest of you, or it is not, you are not interested with that. So that is a PMI test. If it is plus point is high, minus point is low, and if you are interested in that type of training or that type of job or that type of test, then you can then you qualify the PMI test. That is a PMI test. Okay, so how to qualify the PMI test? You have to build a 6 core in your within 6 core that have to be built within you, then to fight the communication, to get a better job, or to get to becoming a big technician, okay, to becoming a big engineers, or skilled layer skilled technicians. Okay, so teachability is a thing. What is the teachability? Teachability is a good quality. Okay, so someone is teaching you in your classroom, or someone is teaching you online, someone is teaching in the classroom, your teachers. So that is the quality of the teachers who is delivered the lectures. That is the quality. But there is another quality in the student. Is the student is teachable? I mean, are the student have any interest in learning? So if you are not interested in learning, then you are a lack of teachability within you. So anyone can learn you something, or anyone can teach you in any matter. But the teachability, it is depend how much you learn. So that is the point of your teachability. When are you ready to learn something new or not? That is the point of teachability. Okay, accountability is a thing which is a big quality within your character. There is the accountability. That is mean if you are thinking something on in the morning 10, that's 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. is on 10 a.m. 10 a.m. is not on 10 a.m. Okay, so 10 a.m. means it is 10 a.m. Okay, so it is not 9:45, or it is not 10:15. Okay, 10 a.m. means 10 a.m. and that is the accountability which you have to maintain all over your life, in your student life, after that your job life, and your sphere of others' life. Accountability is a big quality within your characters. Okay, habit of books, it's an important thing. Habit of books, the books habits, try to read the new some things, to know more about try to get the reference books beyond the textbooks. Okay, so habit of books may increase your brain actually. Why habits of books increase your brain? Because there is a word buddhi. Okay, so it is a Sanskrit word actually. This is not intelligent. It is buddhi. Buddhi means the information which you gather through reading, through your eyes, through your ears, or through reading. All informations first purified by your mana. Then it is kept inside. You can memorize the thing after, and which you can memorize. That type of knowledge is transferred into a intellect box, which is known as buddhi. So it is not that you are not reading something, you are not getting any reference, and your buddhi is increasing day by day. It is not possible. Okay, so habit of books is a good thing. Now, habits of communication is a big thing. You have to talk with the new ones. Okay, talk in an official way, taking the conversations with the others. Mostly try to get in English, because this is an international platform and national platform, which is in engineering and technical studies. So if you are weak in communications, if you have a fear in English communications, then you cannot sustain much more, or you cannot fulfill your dreams at all. So you have to strong in your communications. This is the first thing. Okay, so try to build up try to talk in much shorter words, one word communications, two words communication. Try to build little sentences. Do not try to speak in a abrupt word, or big words, or big sentence. Okay, that is not the type of communication actually. You have to communicate in a way which is clear, understandable, and it is freely or spontaneously spoken by you. That will be a friendly communications. Okay, and the word which is uncommon now, there is honesty. This is an uncommon word today because there are so many people who believe that there is nothing like honesty. But believe in honesty is a thing which you can realize after a year, after 20 25 years from now, that honesty is a separate power. Honesty is a dimensionally, honesty is a big thing which you can get by being honest. And do not get any PNPC. Okay, do not get any get involved in any PNC. Rather develop the a self criticism formula. You can critic yourself, then try to critic others. First you have to try self critic, then you can try to critic for others. Okay, so two things are that if I want something now, I cannot get it tomorrow. This is a process. So there are several theory which is establish these two things. First one, you have to believe in a sowing and reaping theory, which is a big theory in case of management. There is a sowing and reaping theory. So what is the theme line of the sowing and reaping theory? That you are putting a small tree today. You are putting a tree. Now you are plant a tree today. So you cannot expect the fruits from tomorrow. So you have to wait for a time. You are planting a tree today and you have to wait for 5 years or 6 years. Then you can get the fruits of that tree. Okay. So that is the theory of sowing and reaping. That if everything takes a time. And second, that you have to believe in the theory which is practicality. Practicality is a thing. Practicality is a thing that you are practicality theory also is a strong version of the managerial communications or managerial level communication. So what is practicality theory? Actually, practicality means you are wanting. Suppose you are try to getting some chicks. You know chicks, the small chickens. Okay, so you are trying to get chicks from the eggs. Okay, you know the process of incubation. If you in incubation, eggs give birth to a new chicks. Now, if you are trying to get chicks from the egg of the others animal, you will not be succeed. So if you are trying to get the 10 chicken, then you have to incubate 10 pieces of chicken egg, not the egg of others, because the egg of others cannot give birth to a chicken. Okay, so that is the practicality theory. So you have to incubate in a egg of chicken to get the chicken. That is the practicality theory. It means, why we are talking about practicality theory? It means every trade, every subject or every engineering subject has a outer sphere dimension. If you are studying in electrician, after a gap of 5-6 years getting bigger degree in electrical engineering, you cannot claim that you can do any work in civil engineering. So it is not possible, because your all study is of electrical engineering, so you can done in all the works related to the electrical engineering. Certainly you cannot change your dimension from electrical to civil or electrical to architect. Okay, so you have to read all the materials within that type of engineering, then you can do the things. So that is so if you are dreaming of something, that dream must be a reality. Okay, dream also be a try to dream real. Okay, try to dream real. Okay, unrealistic dreaming is not possible. So the two things that is which is theory, that is sowing and reaping theory is the first, and second is the practicality theory, which actually the needed point. Okay, now truth. What is truth? Actually, truth. So if you are without brain, if you have no brain, if you are without brain, then one thing is sure that you never die in a brain tumor. Okay, because brain tumor needs a brain. So primary, it is that you have a brain. Okay, if you are not a brain, then you are not dying in a brain tumor. Okay, so primarily, one words, why human, are you getting justice, are you getting justice with you or not? That is actually the question, is getting justice or not. Human being is a kind of animal. We have one heart, one brain, we have two eyes, two ear, we have 5 liter blood in our body, we have 206 bones within our body, 1.2 millions of RBC, red blood corpuscles, and near about 60 trillion DNA constitute a man. So think about all these things. You have all these things. So are you justice with you, or are you doing justice with all these things which you get? So getting focus into your own work and maintaining the theory of sowing and reaping and practicality get you into the point of success, which is the actually the biggest point, which is your success. Okay, now the which we had to build. Skill is a thing. Skill, you can build your skill, and you can increase your skill to the ultimate optimum level. And the skill is a thing which a non-transferable asset. No one can use your skill. You skilled in a particular way, then you are skilled. So no one can use your skill. So skill is a thing which is a non-transferable assets. So building skill is your building an asset with yourself. It is not transferred to others. Okay. Second, if you are in a failure situations, so try to build your structure of your brain, the thinking that every failure is always an experience. If you get failure, you get experienced. So every time failure, that is an experience for the future, or experience for the future study, or experience for the future game. So every type of failure is an experience. And then learning is a thing. From where to there are so many things. Okay, you can learn from teachers, you can learn from books, you can learn from notes, you can learn from PDF, you can learn from Google, everything. So now learning is a try. When we are talking about learning, one line you remind that about learning. Okay, so tree is a tree, and every tree have branches. So tree is a tree, and every tree have branches. But think about that, the branch is not a tree. So always try to catch the tree. So learn from the teachers, learn from the reference books, not try to learn from PDF or written any material, notes, etc., etc. Always try to catch the tree. There are main reference book, main textbook, teachers. Okay, so get the knowledge. And Google, one thing, you are expert in Google, all you know. Google isn't. If you are getting you trying to get a superficial information, then Google is okay. But if you are trying to get deep into the any material, Google is not okay. So Google, about Google, I can only say that I can just say that little Google is very dangerous. Little Google is very dangerous. If you're trying to get something on Google, you have to spend 2-3 hours on Google, try to get 2, 3, 4, 5 article, and try to read all these things. Then you have an idea about the material. You cannot get it in just a click. You cannot get that type of information from Google. So little Google is a dangerous thing always. And try to match your written material or class note with the reference books, because books is the main tree. You reference books and books is the main tree. So try to get follow up all those things. Okay, now how to build the question habit. Build a habit. What is the habit? Build the habit to question everything. Try to question everything, then your learning will be complete. Why? Suppose a situations. If someone asking you, can you jump from a train if the award is 5 lakh? Suppose someone is saying you, can you jump from a train if the award is 5 lakh or 10 lakh? For a certainty, for that moment, about 90% of the person will answer no. No, they will not jump from a train to get 5 lakhs. But you are not questioning the thing. If someone is asking you to jump from a train to get the rupees 5 lakh, why you are not asking him that is this train is standing on the stations or it is running? Maybe it is a standing train on the platform. So anyone can jump from a standby train because it is not running. So the habit of question is necessary. It is necessary. So try to build the habit to question everything. Then only your sphere of knowledge or sphere of information will increase. After time, you will that after time will be increase. Okay, so suppose these things no one is asking. So whatever you were studying, whatever you were learning from your teachers or books or other material, try to learn focusedly and try to learn intuitively, and try to make the habit of questioning everything. Then your learning lessons, then your lesson of learning will be fulfilled. Okay, so that is the way to build. So this is the completion of the second class. Thank you.